So welcome everyone. Before I start up, I need to check something out. That was wrong. So that is not the right place. So I'm a little bit, sometimes I think my system picks up the wrong microphone. So I need to make sure that this is correct, and now it's actually shown as being correct. So ready to rumble. We are loading the game and we are almost done with doing that. And well, welcome. This is Sunday evening. This is Valderan at the helm, and I'm going to have some fun gaming today, I think. Or not. That is one of the things I never know in advance what we actually end up doing, especially as I'm doing a lot of missions on the way, trying to get all the goodies I need to stock out all my ships and make sure that they are loaded with storage slots, technology slots, and I will start when I get to that point that the fighter I'm flying now is fully stocked out. Then I will start flying the others, and well, first of all, hope that I don't get too ripped off in going into meeting pirates and other fighting ships. So that is going to be the near future down the road. That is my plans. However, today we will start with the frigates as always and see how many goodies they bring in, and hopefully send some out as well. I am quite well with fuel. Maybe I should go down and actually set that to refine while we do these things. Then, no, not that one, you muppet. It was the refiner, not the teleporter. And then when we have done the frigates, we will take our farming run, which brings in a lot of goodies as well. And of course I'm trying to make a second billion. That is quite far away at the moment. So enough about that. Let's look at the frigates. There was a couple of long running ones, so they give a little bit more merchandise because they're longer, or coins, or both. So this was a long combat one. I feel that combat ones is often mostly coins, so we might break around 4 million with a little bit of luck. So last time I put the freighter into the Budullangr galaxy, so it is in the same galaxy as we are. I prefer that. You don't have to have it there, but I just like to have it, so it's kind of close-ish to me. It's actually hanging over a paradise planet, so if I want to retire, I could do that on that. But I don't have any plans of doing that quite yet. There is a lot of galaxies still to be looked at. And who knows, maybe if we get through all the galaxies, we can start all over and find some new things to do. That's the brilliance with this game, you can do whatever you like. It's a little bit of this and that. Might not end up with as many coins as I hope, but well. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's see what the coinage actually end up at. Just have to remember, what I say is always an estimate, 2.9, so roughly $1 million off, but there was a lot of merchandise coming in, so let's look at it. There was 1.5 million worth of unedited. I don't know how actually to pronounce that, and I actually need to put some to sell. Nitrogen salt, this one we can produce things out of. Bromide salt is the selling. Magnetized ferrite, just I pushed the wrong button. That happens unfortunately. Indium, it's one I get quite a lot of, but that's fine. The chromatic metal will go into this pile, and I have it sitting here if I should need it when I'm out. So let's go to the other side and get the next one, which is another long one. This was balanced, so that can be anything. I expect the coinage to be around 2.5 to 3 million. But again, it's more a hope than an estimate. Again, there are things coming in, there's coins. Some quite good ones in between, more chromatic metal. That's always useful, so let's see what the coinage actually say. Ah, 2.3, a little bit under my estimate, but it is one which can go any way whatsoever. So copper, gravitino balls. I actually like getting them on missions because then I don't have to go and fight freaking sentinels to get them if I need them. Grantine, I think I have loads of yeah. So actually that goes for selling. I am a bad holder, and that sometimes shine through a little bit too much, but that's it. I do sell sometimes. For instance, from this one, I do pick something sometimes and actually sell from it or refine it or doing stuff. So I'm not entirely hoarding all the time. So next mission. It's a short trade one. Little bit of coinage and that's really it. Nothing exciting in that. The most exciting is what you don't see. That is, some of them actually just level up the frigates as they're doing missions. So it might actually become a S-class without me even seeing it. So another long balanced, again, I estimate around 2.5 million coins, but it might or might not hit that. Okay, and there's a little bit, oh, that's a surprise, I like that. So, .3, that's fine. That's within the range I actually thought it would be. So that was better. So Xbox Game Pass is giving me messages. Not that I'm going to do anything about that. So 30 bronze. That's one I rarely get, so I'm glad when that happens. India. So that is a surprise. Goes on the starship because it would be sold. And the last one. It's a medium industrial that sometimes can give things like frigate technology modules or storage augmentation, so they are quite good in general. Now I'm saying it, I won't get any, but that's how it is. There's a lot of activated stuff coming in there. Which is good if I need to make a chromatic metal, for instance. I do not think I need that much, but who knows? So, didn't get any of the things I was hoping for, but I'll take it as it is. It's not bad. And 1 million coins, so that's nice enough. I need to click on the right button, not the wrong. So another another stack of that. I wonder what I'm doing here. Yeah, they are not, well, they are a little bit pricey. So, that was the frigate missions. I need to check if I have any food stuff. I do. That one I actually put on the freighter because I'm running out of space in the food processor. But the rest I should have space for, so let's go and do that first. Now we're here. The milk I always make into cream and butter. It's not necessary, but the thing is you risk having 4 or 5 different types of milk, so it takes up multiple slots. The same with the peas. If I process the peas, they will become steamed vegetables. Is that something we can use for anything? Not really. Not at this point. And I know I keep promising we need new recipes, but yeah, we will get that. Are we allowed to do that? I have a little bit of a naughty cat. Okay, let's run the farming run. That is visiting bases which produce something. Bear with me a sec, I need to let the cat out. You went out? Yeah, I didn't see you were sleeping where you were. So, yeah, the pleasure of having pets, you don't always see where they actually sleep. And it's always so slow. When I just start streaming, they tell me they want to get out or in. The dog just opened the door. Well, so do the cats, so they just come in. And sometimes it's a horrible draft, so that's why I sometimes have to close the doors. So, this is the first batch of plants. Don't have much here, but as we say in Britain, every little helps. And it will all of it become money one day. You have to remember to talk to your co-worker in your base. He wants something about planets today. That's not something I have a lot of, so 200 nanites. I'll take that. I actually didn't get many planets last time, so yeah. So, Parfinium. For some reason I don't have a picture on this. Maybe I should do that. I've only put on the resource. I have not put on the plans. I have the different places. But here I have a lot of cactus flesh. It is very useful to make certain of the products you can produce even more. The power just went. So my power generation is not on top here. Something I can do something about, but do I need to do something about it? That's really the question. These grow up in roughly 4 hours, so that's all the light we need to have. So I could probably put a couple of solar panels more up and then get a little bit longer span with some more batteries. It's one of these things you really have to calculate how much you need and how much you want to put into it. Do I have any gold? That's the question. Magnetized ferrite. I don't have that on me. And golden metal plating, I don't have that on me, so I'm going to leave it for now. But where is my base computer? Because I do want to have a picture. It must be down here somewhere. I am sometimes very bad with that, but there it is. And my ship is actually in a rock. Luckily that I don't need the ship right now. So I have put this one on because I can always make that work and then I can get away to the next one. I will have to remember to actually put more on eventually if I wanted to run all the time. I always try to calculate how much I need and how much I need to put up to do it. And that is kind of the storyline with the whole thing. So here we have some other plants from the cluster. Oh, come on. It's not the smartest setup I have made because sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get and catch it across the bed, the growth bed. But again, and Mordai root that I do not know why I am actually making, but I hope There is probably some reason I have forgotten. It wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't be the first time, but when I suddenly need it and I have it, I will be quite happy. So in this one I have two resources. One is a gas sulfurine, which again is something you can use to manufacture, so that is not a bad thing. And I have cadmium. Not that I need it per se, but it's actually quite nice to get it without having to do major efforts. Next one will be solar. Again, there's plants. And I found all this by using the survey scanner to find the deposits you have to extract with the machinery. So yeah, I have a little bit of different things. Selenium is one thing which I find very annoying to get from planets, because it is basically growing on hot planets, and they can be quite challenging to run around on. Then from the other side of the spectrum, frost crystals, which come from cold planets. So I've taken two of the extremes here, which is quite good. Nip pots is basically for money making. From the outside we have some silver being harvested. And onwards to the next one. This is just sodium. It's not really needed. I found that, but on the other hand, sodium is very useful, so it's very good to always have in stock. And here I have put the put it in the house here, and I don't have plants here, so. Then the last one I made recently in the Budullangr galaxy. It's again a combination of gas and metal, so I was quite happy with that. Here as well I put some plants, and actually some of them I have to grow more of. Game Pass is very chatty today. So I need to grow more of these. That was the wrong one. That was the right one. Which was gamma wheat. So I literally use the ones I just found to plant more. You see, I'm out now, so that's all we're going to do of them. Then down here I have some of these. And can I plant some more of them? No, I don't have any indium. Well, I will have in a moment. So I need to go out here to the the storm and everything here. So but I am harvesting indium here, so I can actually go in and grow some more of those. So it's all kind of recycled material, which creates, so 4, 3, 3, 2. I don't know if I want 2 of them. I need magnetized ferrite. To be honest, I'm going to sort that out later. I have things which need to be put for sale, but so I could put okay, I did not know I had that sitting there, so let's make some magnetized ferrite, even though I have plenty, but it's sometimes actually good just to make it. I could go back to the freighter, which I will in a moment, but jumping crisscross all the time, I find this a little bit tedious unless it's very important. So remember rusted metal, one of that turns into 2 ferrite dust. So technically ferrite dust is cheaper than rusted metal, but as you get 2, you actually earn 8 units every time you refine one of these. And you can make that even more, because as you will see, I'm going to refine this and it becomes more worth. And that's my point saying this, is that always when you're doing it for money, always refine to the most valuable one before you sell it. Ferrite dust and pure ferrite and magnetized ferrite is not what you are going to make billions on, but there's no reason for you not to get most out of your things. When you're playing alone, It's only time which actually constrict you. What you could do is you could set this to do it while you're running around anyway. That will only cost you some carbon or condensed carbon while you do it. So that's one way of doing refining on the run. And this is fine because it's from one slot, and that is not going to create any issues for you. So you don't have to sit and look at it like I'm doing right now. But the reason for that is I don't have anything else to do on this planet. So it's very shitty weather here. It keeps getting blizzards and getting very, very cold. So it's not a place you want to go hiking overly much. So I chalk it there. I'm not going to. So pure ferrite is worth 28. So, and it goes 1 to 1. So you're literally doubling your value just making ferrite dust into pure ferrite. The next step is a little bit more tricky because 2 of these is used to make 1 magnetized. So there you actually have to look, is the value more than double of what I'm putting in here? If that doesn't make sense to you, let me know. Feel free to use the chat to ask questions. That's why it's there, and it is always possible for everyone to use the chat for questions, for remarks, or just for saying hello. I'm very happy with that. I do actually like people saying hello when they come in and sit and watch. I do give, and not everyone wanna chit chat, that's fine. So one of these is worth 28. 2 of them will make one of this. So this has to be more value than 56. And it is. So you kind of get 3 times the value of one of these in that. So that's absolutely worth refining up to magnetized ferrite before you sell it. The only thing is taking its time. But if time is money, then it can be well spent. So I have been talking a lot about money and how to make them, and it seems to be a topic that many actually struggle with. So I will say that if you don't know how to make money, it's not a shame, you're not alone. But one of the things is that you can actually ask me if you want to know more about it. I can actually help you, and I can prove my point, because if you look at my amount of coins, and that is done without actually wanting to make money. I know several tricks which I have not used, but I do sometimes show them and tell about them. So if you really want to make money, then keep an eye open. Ask me in chat and I will be happy to demonstrate some of my points. So we're back on the freighter. This took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that does happen. So cleaning up a little bit before we go out and have fun, because I intend to fill up my exosuit and starship with the stuff so I can actually get around, and I do have space, so not much. I need to decide what I do with all these X1s. Okay. That's the whole thing. Sometimes you have to take decisions. And of course I do that. So I have things on the freighter. Do I have to... oh shit. I'm not going to do that now. So I'm just going to park them there for now. I know this happens, especially because I get so much of this. So, as said, I'm just going to park it for now. And later I will kind of decide what I'm going to do with them. But, as said, if you want to learn how to make money, I can help you. All you have to do is just ask, or kind of tell me what you know. No. Keep an eye out on what I'm doing, and if you don't understand what I'm doing, then ask. I think I will rather put it that way, because I can to a certain degree help you. As I said, it's not overly difficult. It does take a little bit of an effort sometimes. But you can do as much or as little as you feel like. You don't have to go into big enterprises. It's not about that. I do show a little bit about the production part. I'm producing up to these, which is worth 1.5 million a piece, and I want to make all the way up to the stasis device, which is 15 million a piece. But I need some stuff, and I need to kind of produce them. So that's where we're going. I have made some of these, which is needed, and I can make some more, but I have to be careful that I don't create all of them. I kind of like to have them. Oh, I used one there, that was not smart. So I do want to have at least one of each in here, so because now I will have to create that in my exosuit and put in, and then I can just click when I want to make it. So this says I don't have what is needed. That's not true, but it's not in this storage container. So I would have to put it over from here, for instance, and put it on the same. Then I can produce more of these as well. So I can really, you can see I have loads of sellable items. So superconductor I didn't have any of. Okay. That's fair enough, I will get more. But now it's time to go where we ended last time. And this was the Subaru wash machine in German. We decided it sounded almost like that. Yes, I do know I have more stuff to sell than I'm carrying, but it's one of the problems. I do not want... Oh, I still have that. I don't know where to go with this, but we'll see. Well, I start to see if there's anything here which is plus on my selling list. Minus, 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 minus. That's not for sale. It's not everything I want to sell, so a box of glowing eggs is 1%, so it's 2 million. Vortex cubes. And that's it. But that freed up 2 slots. So what missions are sitting here? Anything which is interesting? Kill sentinels. Squads. I don't think so right now. Maybe later tonight, but not right now. So there's a lot of ships here. They didn't show anything interesting the other day, but just to make sure we don't miss anything, I do just give them a scan. I know I have, by the way, a broken hauler, I think it is, in my freighter, so I should actually have taken that to the space station, but that will not have to wait. So this system we are actually done with. I will just quickly, this is a very dense asteroid belt, so you can quickly get a good amount of fuel from here, and you get gold and silver as well, but that's not really. So my starship is full. I knew that would happen, so gives a little bit more space. So even with very full filled out ships, you do run out of space, especially when you do like me and have everything you want to sell on the starship. But it makes it easier for me to actually get the difference. What we have and what we can sell. I find it a little bit too much sitting with the exosuit every time, but you might have another stance on it, and you can do how you like to do it. I'm going to take that one, because these used to be platinum. It's not always. No, it was. But as you need platinum sometimes for repairs, it's actually quite nice to have it in. So what does it say if we take current mission? Where are you then taking me? I know I can't jump there, but it doesn't show anything about that mission. I don't know. I actually think I will go sort that, and then then again, the route to the galaxy center is going the same way, so I don't know. But I literally have a mission, I have no clue where to go with, so yeah, that's the story. So, new space station, usual tour around. This is a co-works one, so there's no nanites for us. Yeah, but I will get nanites because I'm going to sell upgrade modules while I remember it. Go to sell. That one can go. That was not better than what I had, so. Actually going to check something before I do something. It's sometimes a problem that you actually don't know what they bring. So this one for your multi-tool. Boltcaster, I use that a lot. I have too many, so it's plus 1% damage, minus 6% reload, plus 13% fire rate. These are all better, so I'll take this one and put back there. Now I have lost some nanites, but that's just as it is. So this is for the plasma launcher, which is the geology cannon, I think. It looks like it. So that actually could be used, so I leave it there for now. So what about the other one? It's fine with it, but doesn't count as bonus. Might do a little bit. So it's a whole other weapon. The problem is there's so many weapons to your multi-tool, so you quickly run confused about all the upgrades. B class. So, what is he saying? Solution. Okay. I thought metal would be good for discharging, but hey, buying looms 50,000. Those are sold with. Those sell with plus, that is absolutely positive. Those sell. That sells with plus. So that's actually quite neat. Locker room. I like them. There's always boxes, and boxes means stuff for free. Most of the time. except the yellow boxes, which is filled with nothing found most of the time. I do like whatever free stuff I can get, and as a hoarder, that is always a pleasure to get things you don't have to really do anything to get. Not that I don't mind grinding, but sometimes grinding is a little bit much to feel with actually have a work in order to achieve something. So ABC ships, but no S's. I still haven't found out what this is actually, if anything. If anyone knows anything, please let me know. Because I'm in the dark with that. Is it something you can use? Do you need to be a certain level with someone? Starship got a warship warning. I think take starships, that must be technology. Yeah. So it's not like I talk to all of them, but I usually take a couple on each time I come across them, just to fill out the vocabulary for those races. The better vocabulary you have, the more you understand when they're saying something, and you don't have to kind of guess. The test of your the test you do with the language is giving you sometimes stop, sometimes standing, sometimes negative standing even. That's the amino chamber I actually needed to. I could make one myself, but hey-oh, I can afford it, so if I build not that, must be that one. So, yeah, they actually give to that one, so that's good. Is it anything useful? I have no clue. We have had some arguments about the weaponry and the weapons on the stream, and I think we have found out that it literally comes down to what you want to do when you want to do it. I don't know what is the better answer. You have to experiment with that yourself. So when you have a certain standing with the different guilds, you can go to this guy, these guys. That would be a representative of one of the guilds, and they will give you a gift, and that can be many different things. Yeah, it's warp hyper cores. I love getting them because I use them a lot. But it can be nanites, it can be coins. So no really missions for me here. I do need to do some, and that is of course a must. So let's look a little bit at the planets in this system. Super critical. The reason for looking at them is that I can do two things. If I see a interesting combination of resources, then that might be what I want to do, or I could go for a trade station and maybe see if I can get some merchandise to sell that is also useful, and so on. What's going on here? Did I look at that? Yeah. So none of these really looked interesting. Lifeless Planet won't have. I doubt they would have trade stations, but you kind of never know because they do appear. I could try to scan and see if there is any. Not by pressing that. Okay. That was the stupid button. So my ship sent me to a red sun system without a space station. That was nice. It's a little bit difficult to actually repair because when I used the emergency warp drive, I damaged it. So it was a little bit stupid. There is no space station, so everything I will find here will be pretty abandoned. So I'll just jump on to the next one. But it doesn't show anything. That is annoying. So I'm kind of... Oh, stop doing that. I'm just jumping on along the road. I do think that's best approach. It will take forever to get to the center this way, but until I get tired of this system, then we will just jump around that route. So, having an emergency warp drive is a very, very important piece of technology, which I can only recommend. However, don't put your key bindings next to each other, because then you would do as I do, and I actually kind of want to sitting next to each other, but I have everything to repair it, so let's just get it repaired, because suddenly you need it. You're in a crunch situation where you have a lot of sentinel destroyers on you or something like that. It was my ship I saw. Well, I do have a nice ship, but that was not really what I was looking for. So, let's see. Multi-tool, look nice though. Back room. There will be nanites. What can we buy? Wiring loan 53, that's not too bad. However, I'm not going down that route right now. Renting, selling for quite good money. 50% over, so that is really good. That is really good. That is really good. I feel I'm repeating myself right now, but that is good. So I got cleaned out a little bit, got some coins, and need to talk to a traveler. That's a weird thing. So I talked to him, nothing really happened. However, in order to find his grave, yes, he's dead, and at his grave you will get a glyph. So you have to talk to them twice, and you have to give them the 100 nanites, then they will give you they will direct you to their grave and you can find it. I don't need to do that, so I won't do it, because I have all glyphs. But if you don't have, then you need to talk to the travelers or go through the Atlas part. That is also an opportunity. So a little bit on the wall, otherwise nothing. It's not always the golden ticket you get. That fighter is back. What was he? I never got to scan him. He's a C-class though. It is fine, it's not something we want to pursue. Go in here, there is nanites like on the other side. Make sure you take them. They are always useful. There is sometimes other things on the wall. Make sure that you can see the one hiding in the dark, because that can actually hide something. Didn't hear, so out again. So it's white keen, so I'll talk to a couple of them. I'm getting very close with their words, so I'm actually curious to see what will happen when I get them all. I was a little bit quick there, but there's only one category left. So let's practice. Honor is good with them. Oh, okay. Don't use honor. So another mystery. So see if we can get what we just lost. So assault or conquered? I think conquered is. Jesus. They are not happy with me. Did I ever check here what that was on this side? So there's titanium. I made a habit buying it because it's cheap and it just fills up my coffers. +2 to cryo pumps. So I'll do that. And I need to take mercenary ones because that's the one I don't have at top, I believe. So if I double check, yeah. And go and talk to the representative of some guild here. And what did I get here? Convergence cubes. So one mission is in this system and the other one is in another. So then we'll take the one which is in this system. That makes sense. That's the one. And I should have seen it's actually sitting on top of my screen. Well, some people are blind, some are not. I'm one of the blind ones. Oh, lovely. Aggressive sentinels. I love that. I'm good at pressing the wrong buttons today. So, is it actually that one over there? That's not a station. That was a kind of mushroom. So, I am not very keen on running around on planets with aggressive sentinels. I have a lot of mole mode to do in those kind of situations. But yeah, they are malicious. That sounds really nice. It's like being on holiday. Okay, that is luckily close by. Why didn't I see that? There they come. They do tend to love me. Oh. I would say it's always a good idea to check the ceiling. These abandoned buildings sometimes have nasty plant life hanging down. Well, as always, I take the free stuff first. And then we do the repairs. So that one I can do. Magnetized ferrite. Silica tower. Yeah, so stupidly I actually put that away. So I have to do a little bit of magic, I believe. I used to run around with a whole stack. But I actually realized it was a little bit stupid to do that. Yeah, you use it sometimes, but it's very rare. I should have something like that sitting on my freighter, because that is probably more useful. And then you can always get to it when you have the matter transporter enabled. I always do that as one of the first things on my freighter, so I can actually put things there and get things there if I need. The only problem is you can't access your storage pods, because they are in behind the freighter, so you have to be on the freighter to activate to actively use them. But it is one of those things that I will say you sometimes just have to accept that you can't have everything on a silver platter, because that's impossible. But luckily I have the personal refiner. I can do stuff in the field, and that's actually okay for me. And the things I already placed on my freighter, I regard them as hoarded, so they are sitting there waiting for me to whatever I want to do with them. I haven't decided that yet. Yeah, this wastes a little bit of time, but does it matter? I just realized I have been freaking stupid. I never sent my frigates out again. And that might mean that they won't be back tomorrow when we start. And it's even worse. Oh well. First of all, we have to deal with this mission.
Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
Good.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Seeing those doesn't like me. Where on earth is my ship? When they are aggressive, I tend not to fight them because... oh, fuck. Because they tend to... okay, that's the way for this ship. They do tend to be more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And I know I'm not safe even though they are deactivated. On the contrary. I might be glad that I actually not that I actually managed to get my emergency walk repaired, because if shit should hit the fan and they come in ships as well, depends what I can get away before they attack me, then I at least have an option to escape. So this was actually not a problem. I would say don't be scared of the sentinels, but respect them. You can kill them, you can stay alive. Just remember that they come in 5 waves. And there will be more and more of them in each wave. So make sure you get your shielding recharged in between. And that's all I have to say about that. So let's hand this in. Is +2 mercenary, so I take that as well. However, I will just quickly go to the freighter and send off the frigates, because that was kind of stupid that I didn't do that. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I might be thinking about all the nice farming things I should get, was about to pick up, and oh well. It's I don't know if it's my very old age which come into play sometimes. And that is, of course, just a bad excuse. So trade, industrial, and combat, which take full contingent, and 2 balanced. That one is 25 hours. So I will just send that off. The others should be fine. This is a balanced. Take one of each. Combat, exploration, industrial, trade, and support. So the rest is doesn't really matter what way I sent them off. I take these because they are not promoted yet, so you see it comes to that. I should have put that on the trade one. Okay. So combat. And the last balanced. 1 combat, 1 exploration, 1 industrial, 1 support, 1 trade. And it's fine. So 4 of them will be back tomorrow when we started at roughly 8 o'clock, and 1 will not. So we have 1 which will kind of go over a little bit tomorrow, but yeah, it wouldn't actually have changed anything whether I had started them at 8ish or not. So we need to go and find someone who has run away. It happens sometimes. Someone do that. And remember, you can use the chat if you have any questions, things you're stuck with, need some help with the game. I'm happy to actually help out. I very often show, if I can, actually on screen what it is I'm talking about You're also welcome to comment on what I'm doing. I know I'm not always doing the straightforward ways, which some people tells me, and that's absolutely fine. I don't mind a dialogue about what is actually going on in the game. And finally, if you just want to say hello, feel free. I'm always happy with just a sign that someone is alive out there. But as one of my purposes is actually to help people, it would help if you ask some questions sometimes. I would also appreciate if you follow me and all that stuff, but I'll still answer questions even though you don't follow me. So it's not like I'm not very enforcing on that account. And of course, it's voluntary if you want to follow me or not. That is not a... You can still watch the stream, you can still use the chat. I'm kind of fine with that. Last thing is, if you seek help, I do put things on my YouTube channel as well, and I cut out useful things and put on. I have not been so productive lately. As I have explained, I am in the middle of moving, so half this house is actually almost packed down, so that is one thing that might be hanging a little bit until after my move, but then I will be spamming with helpful videos, and also the ones with S-chips and stuff like that. But the thing is, they don't run away. There is no urgency, so it's just annoying me that I ended in that kind of situation. So what can we buy here?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
There are some good... just take a look at the selling part first, because sometimes these change when you come down to the planets. It's not always black and white, and one of the things is making money. Then you buy stuff when they are minus high numbers. My limit goes at around 30%, and I buy the whole stock. And when I come to a planet which when I buy them and they are up in plus something, I know I earn money. So it's that simple, really. However, I'm here to actually talk to that guy standing there, but I'm not talking to him until I've finished everything else, because there might be a time counter on, so I will have to do it within a certain time. I always look at these because sometimes they have either cheap wiring looms or other interesting things sitting there. See, exosuit upgrade chart, minus 33.3%, 110,000. I can tell you, when you get a lot of slots in your exosuit and have to pay for it, the price is 120 to 150,000. So this would, even buying the charts would save you money, Even though I would normally always say exchange the charge in with the merchants on the space stations. So now I can talk to this guy if I can hit him. Or not hit him, but get my E to work on him. So that's 57 minutes. So time is actually not a major issue here. Problem is, you never know that until you pick it up. Yeah, I could do other things, but I actually prefer to get these over and done with, so they're done. Normally the guy will be on a trade station, which sometimes is a win-win situation, because you find him, you do your mission, and then you can pick up maybe even more stuff to sell. That is the main way I actually earn money at the moment. Not the only way, but the main way. Because I'm coming around, I'm doing missions, which brings me to a lot of trading posts. And that's where you really want to sell. Where is the trading post? Normally you can see it. I'm not too keen on running on the planet because it was very toxic. Okay, I can cheat a little bit. I cheated wrongly, but never mind that. Need to scan for trading station. Why? What is this for? There. No. Well, that could be interesting in a moment. So where is the trading post? It's over there. But the good thing is it normally shows the nearest one. However, I will say there might be multiple in a close vicinity, and then this might not be the right one. We will know in a second. He's standing down there, so we can actually go and talk to him and get this over and done with. Gotcha! He doesn't like that. It's okay, he doesn't have to. There was a ship there, which was an A-hole. Okay. Ships there. B-shuttle, sea fighter. Up there is another sea fighter. And remember, if you see a ship which you think, oh, that's a cool ship, where is that? Feel free to ask me for coordinates. I'll be happy to show them on screen. I'm not going to extract a video of a cool looking A-class ship, but I will put it on screen for you and you can actually go through the video and pause it. If it's S-class, I will actually take them out to make small videos of it as well. But it's not always about whether it's A, B, C, S, because if it's the ship you want, that is actually as important. So if you have an idea that you want a very specific ship and can't find it, and you see it on my stream, feel free to ask. So not everything is for sale because I already bought everything. However, some of it was, and I do take that. If you should need Pugnium, you can get it from killing sentinels or sentinel ships. But if you feel you're too weak to do that, then you can buy it around in different systems, but mainly on planets. And the thing is, if you really want to earn money, go to trade station on planets, because that's where you can buy with the biggest discount. So I would always say sell on space stations, that's fine, but buy on the trade station on planets. Go and fight pirates. That's fine. I do not mind that. Didn't help you. I like to try to ram me. So I always unpack these because they might show up in scans from the authorities as contraband. So just saying. Done is done. So a trader with honorable prices that always bring my alarm bells. Anything here we can use? I don't think so. Do you want to buy anything from me? I don't think so. Okay, goodbye. Yeah. It's hit and miss with those. Sometimes they do have stuff which is cheap, but I wonder, this is very often exactly the same merchandise, so let's see if it is twin. pretty much the same. Wow, ish. Nothing I can use, but anything. That was actually a difference because I noticed the other one was minus 12% with that one. So yeah, but no, nothing interesting for me, neither to sell nor to buy. So I actually didn't have to go back to the space station. You can hand in missions at any space station. It was a little bit of a kind of a blunder. I should just have jumped on to the next one, but never mind, done is done, and I'm here and I hand it in, and who knows, there might be actually a better one coming up, or a good one coming up. Again, the other one is not running anywhere. That's the one I just did, so let's just let that count in. Let's see what the new one is. It's actually the same, and then a multi-tool expansion slot. They are very good. I'm collecting them at the moment because I have more than one multi-tool like most have, and I'll start filling them up at some point. I need to repair them first because they all seem to be broken, because I used them when I jumped through the center of the galaxy. But the +2 is kind of what I like. So it might be exactly the same one I just did. That happens sometimes. So let's see, shuttle B, what's coming there? It's an A Explorer. So I like those +2 because I'm quite behind with the mercenaries. So it's the same planet, but it's a different place. So let's see what actually comes out of that. Is it something useful? So these, there is some cargo pods, that one and that one, and if you shoot them you will get the cargo, which I believe is gold in both of them. However, you risk when you start shooting at them, pirates will come. So let's see if that's the case here.
Hostile ships approaching.
Oh, big surprise. I never saw that coming. Those pirates always have such nice ships. Why can't I conquer the ships when I beat them? That would be really nice. Always keep an eye on your shields. You don't want to lose lives doing things like this. It should not be necessary. It would happen in the start of the game, but as your ship gets better and better, should not be necessary for it to. So you get standing, sometimes you get some stuff as well. Did I get both cargo ports? A little bit off. It's not everything that floats which is cargo pods, unfortunately. But it looks like I got them. But you will always see, if it's a cargo pod, it will show you do damage. If it's not, it will just look like you hit and nothing else. So, where do we need to go? There. It is straightforward and yeah. Killing pirates is always good for the standing with the owner of the system.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Do you mind? Please land. So this is a quite bad toxic planet, so toxic rainstorm as well. B-class. Let's restore shield. There's these. Trade terminal. So you can see I already bought on this planet, however there is one there which has filled up a little bit, so I just buy that. Not even checking my selling numbers because that will be pretty much already the same. Wiring looms are more expensive here than they were the other place. Always keep an eye on that. You don't want to be ripped off. Keep track on things. So it's weird. Very often you actually have to pay them something. 40 minutes, okay. And it is that way.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
It's good we're not out at night. It's funny, the extreme was actually lower than the normal one, so to speak. So it's not always the warning is the best. It's a storm, so I think there's some. Oh, yeah. So let's hope it's the correct one. Which I can see it is due to the question mark.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
There's an A and C. C, AC, No, that's something completely different. So let's check if there's any merchandise here. There is some, so I just keep buying it because I know it will make me money. Might not be a lot, but it will make me money. So I need to take all these boxes because it is free stuff, and I like taking free stuff. Again, you might find it a little bit tedious. I do that over and over again, but the thing is, as I explained, I'm hoarding badly, and everything which is free or given to me with very little effort, I feel it would be stupid not to take it. You might disagree. That's fine. You are really entitled to do that. You're entitled to play the game exactly like you want to. But on the other hand, if you're struggling with things, need some help, have questions, ask them. My chat is open for everyone which have questions about the game. I might not be able to answer all questions, but quite a bit of them I actually can answer, and I will if you ask. So, should I go back there or should I jump to the other system? I actually think I would jump to the other system. So let's just go up where we can activate this. And we have a planet there where we need to scan animals. And we will have a little fight coming on.
Hostile ships approaching.
trying to ram me again. Wrong game, mate. Wrong game. Need to make sure I don't hit the radar or the space station. I'm very good at doing that. Burn, baby, burn. Boom. Yeah, I don't want to escape. I want my reward, which is a storage slot on my radar and something is actually shooting. Probably didn't need to do that, but better safe than sorry. So, where will try to escape? I will run away when all your mates are gone. That I am truly sorry for. I thought it was the last one. That one was the last one. So, the captain is inviting me on board. Which is fine. I'm just going to, before some authority starts getting me.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Yeah, where is it? That one? I don't think so. And it is. Where are you? It's the one I'm basically sitting on top. Where are the... there. Always look for the icon because that will actually show you where the hangars are. It can be quite difficult to find the hangars without that aid. Or at least for me it is. I can only speak for myself, but I actually find it sometimes a little bit tricky. It's a C one, so we take the reward without any issues. Oh, Captain. I thought his name was, well, okay, never mind. So, when you take the payment, you always get a bulkhead for your own freighter, standing, nanite, and some gold. Literally gold. So, I'm happy with the bulkhead. It's very useful, at least until I filled up my freighter. Then I will start to just store them until the day where I upgrade my freighter and lose everything. That is always a possibility. We need to find the space station. I know that we should look for a planet to scan animals, but I do like to see if there are any other missions in this system which is useful. And with useful I actually talk about either good rewards or +2 standing with the only one I don't have full up yet. But as it's a new space station, I would take a tour around. Sorry, I need to open a window. It's getting very warm in here today. I will say I'm sorry if there will be some traffic noise. Because that can happen, but it shouldn't be too bad. There is actually cars driving by just outside my windows. Let's see if there is a yellow navigation data there. That's a big one. But it's only a C, but it's got lots of slots, so for some that would be maybe better than the starting one. Yeah, you do that. I did not say struggle, I said submit. That's actually worse than anything I have, but never mind. So let's see what is selling here. So 30% would actually be inside my range. I do buy tritium when it's 8 or less, because it actually saves me from a lot of grinding. So anything we can sell, +2%, sell. No. No, 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 no. Which is fine. We'll get options later to sell, and it will pay better than here. Hydroponic bay, it's not really my taste. I'm not really into plant food. So now I just lost all my vegetarian viewers, but I can't afford to eat vegetarian. That was kind of a joke, but even though fresh vegetables has been quite expensive lately, so discover. They're supposed to give me another word when that comes up, but as I am quite filled up with Korvok's words, then of course it's not really going to give me any. So we have a mission to hand in and hopefully get some new good ones. Well, okay. Oh well, we are going sentinel hunting, well, even worse, quad hunting. I did predict that we probably would do that at some point. That always seems to happen. So we have one which is a specific planet. So let's do that first. Okay, at least there's no sentinels there, so sit there for an hour. This is a really odd type planet, but let's see what some very big flowers there is. Stormy weather. How many do you need? How many is there? Okay, you need to find 5. there, I get, but it's I don't understand that record which came up, but of course I have discovered more than 2 species on planets, to my knowledge. So, as long as it doesn't storm too much, we can move a little bit, but I'm not going to move overly. Tempted to jump into the water because there are normally some sort of fish or other underwater creatures. Say fish, but it is sometimes other creatures. Well, one. Side of the things that always happens. See, those are not fish, they are something else. So that was the 5 I needed. What can we do to get sentinels? Maybe nothing here. We get a little visitor, a little dog. Hey girl. You coming to share my adventures? So I do have some charts. Not that. Secure. I think I'll try that. So there's a manufacturing one. And the thing is, I know that holds sentinels. So, and as I have to kill a quad, I need to actually fight them actively. So what's the better option than finding a place they are guarding? And it's a planet which don't have any others, so I don't get any external interference. And I'm actually not landing next to the side because as I might have to mole away. I need to make sure they are not sending destroyers after me, because that is a shitty.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Yeah, I'm a little bit greedy here, but to be honest, that is on its own not a bad thing. It's a storm, which doesn't make it easier, but so, as I said, make sure you get the shield back off. Problem is the weather, but still don't have a quad. I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it's because I'm half blind here.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Always get the repairing ones first.
Weather update. Storm clearing. Warning. Elite Sentinel.
Now there should be a quad with them. That was what I have to kill. that one away so I will not get. Fuck. Are actually killing me. Yeah, I have a. I need to kill a quad, so that is actually. Where the fuck is it? They kind of hit down through the ground. It's not as easy as it used to be to get away. So, yeah, I managed to get it in the end, and I didn't die too much. So, now mole mode and hope they deactivate. So that's bear with me, I have to close the door. The dog is running through. She has a very bad habit, and that is she doesn't like closed doors. No doubt about that. So how are you? Is everything fine? Those lovely Sentinels is a lovely thing to fight with. And I managed to run out of fuel.
Technology recharge.
That's good. I just removed everything which could have been regarded contraband, so yeah. Nothing really I can use. Do you want to buy any of my stuff? So you need to buy stuff so I can earn money. I'm a poor guy, stuck in space. I don't care. I did not know I was that far away from the space station. That actually surprises me a little bit, but well, beginning docking. No, you're not. I have to find the opening first. There we go. So, that was all the excitement of today. From now on I will be mining. No, don't believe that. I'm being a little bit overextolled right now, but it is a little bit funny. It is kind of funny. So I think I lost Pan Pan, but hopefully he will come back.